Adobe just officially made Photoshop available on Android and the app is free right now. All of the app's features will be free during the initial beta period. I will show some top features which are made available on the mobile app. We'll leave the link for the app in the description. I have Photoshop installed on my phone. After opening, you have this home dashboard and also Learn tab for tutorials. On the Home tab, you can find your recent edits and some handy shortcuts. You have the plus button to start as well. You can start with a blank canvas or directly add a photo or even Adobe stock photos. Here I will start by adding this landscape photo. And here are the options we have, and this is just the beginning. We have the resize option, which is pretty standard across apps. Retouch option with a lot of tools here to try. Select area is where the magic happens. This does some AI processing and few seconds later, you get these options to create masks, and it has conveniently added every object you can find from the image, and you just need to tap to select these objects. For example, I have already tapped on these to get the masks added. I have also selected the sky here. These are getting added as the option plus is enabled. You need to enable minus button to remove any selections. Just tap on the thumbnails below to remove any selection. This is a layer which you see here. We have only one now. Tapping on the arrow expands the layers panel, and on the 3-dot option, you can find the important layer options to choose. There is also eye icon to hide or reveal the layer. As I had already selected the sky, tapping here to confirm the selection. With this, you get these options for the selection made. And here you have apply as mask to create a mask for the sky here. Now you can see the mask icon added on the left edge of the layer. Tapping on the plus button, you get more options to add on top of this layer. But first, I will go back to the layer properties. Here I will invert the mask so that it is only the foreground selected now. Now I will add an image layer from my phone's gallery. I have this stock image of a man jumping with joy. If you go to the layer properties, here you find blend modes. You just need to slide to the right to find blend options, and you have the opacity slider too. I will select the subject here from these thumbnails and will create a mask out of this. You can see the subject separated now. I will move the layer upwards. These are the buttons to move the layers up or down. I will move this layer back to the front. Next, adding an adjustment layer on top of this base layer. These are the options available right now. Just trying brightness and contrast on this. Notice this is only affecting the layer beneath the jumping man. I will now add another image of a landscape. Here I am mainly considering the sky from this image. Here you have buttons to scale, flip the image vertical or horizontal. I will drag the lower point to scale the image to fit it wholly to the canvas. After applying changes, I will tap this move down the layer button till it is moved to the bottom completely. You can see now we have replaced the sky from the original image by adding a new layer and putting it underneath the original image. We have added 3 images here now. This brightness adjustment layer is affecting all the layers below it. To make it affect only the layer beneath it, I will tap on this clip layer button. This will clip this adjustment layer to only the layer beneath it. You can see the clip icon added to the adjustment layer. Now I will add a text layer on top of this. I am typing winner here. The text layer is below the foreground layer. Moving the layer to the top. It is behind the top layer and in front of the sky image. We have some text options too. You can change the font style, its size and color too. Trying some blending modes here. Let me now check more layer properties, especially the scale options. Other than scale and rotate, you have skew, distort and perspective options. If you tap the arrow beside the layers, you get this full-blown layers list. Here it is more easier to see the options like the clipping mask, which I will choose here to clip it to the layer below. I have opened this image to test the selection options. Here with the object select, you have these couple of toggles to choose. It already does a good job of selecting all necessaries. Making a selection by drawing just a rectangle like this around any object is enough to make a selection. Another selection of the car here. There is a magic wand tool with more options like tolerance slider to fine-tune the selection further. If you don't locally have images to add, you can use Adobe stock images to enhance your edits. Here you can find images including PNGs, gradients, etc. Here I will add this asset with the sky as an example. Tapping on the layer properties, I will move it to the top. We'll try a blend mode on top of this and reduce the opacity for this interesting effect. The clone stamp tool works very similar to the desktop version. Good amount of options from resizing the brush to changing the hardness, opacity and the angle. To get the sample, need to get clone stamp enabled and tap anywhere on the image for the sample. Then with the brush size and hardness set, you just need to brush. For example, I am trying to clone the tree from the right to the left to remove a structure on the left. Brushing on the image also shows the areas where the sample is being taken. In this image, I have selected this structure with the object selection tool. With the area selected, choosing the Generative Fill option, and you just need to type a prompt to replace the structure here. You get 3 options to choose. After selecting the best choice from these, it gets replaced with a new layer, which is a non-destructive way to edit. One more selection roughly with the lasso tool, adding some aliens to the image. Note that you get only 10 free credits per month. With these 2 generative fills, 2 credits were spent. While exporting, you have multiple options to choose here, including the PSD. You can edit on the go on mobile, save it as PSD, then continue editing on desktop. This is a beta release, so obviously it is not a bug-free experience. Experienced lag in certain cases, crashing a couple of times too, and also for some reason Generative Fill didn't work sometimes. Got low memory message one time, had to clear apps from the RAM to continue working. It's understandable Photoshop is quite memory intensive, and also couldn't install the app on my tab as it is not compatible yet. Let me know in the comments your experience working with Photoshop on mobile. We'll see you soon in my next video. Thanks for watching.